because I want to talk about, so the Oscars just happened, right?
Yeah.
And we can go through the Oscar winners for this year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Best Director, Jane Campion, Power of the Dog. Did you see that movie?
No, it seemed like the most boring piece of self-important cinema. I just had no interest in it. It didn't look fun.
Yeah. Best Picture, Coda. Did you see that movie?
No, I didn't.
It's a remake of a French film. It's European. I don't know. I'm trying to even think like if this is. I don't know anybody who saw that movie. Nobody. I don't remember anybody talking to me about that movie. Nobody told me to watch that movie. Nobody said. And this is in a category that now has 10 nominees, right?
Yeah.
Belfast, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story all got beaten. And by the way, most of those fall into the same category for me. I really enjoyed Nightmare Alley. I enjoyed Dune. We've talked about Dune several times. I enjoyed Dune. I don't really understand why Spielberg felt the need to remake West Side Story. I hated Don't Look Up. Belfast is great, but very specific.
Yeah.
And black and white also. Yeah. I mean, Licorice Pizza's advertising just made me want to throw something at the screen every time I saw it. So I didn't go see it for that reason. Its trailers made me not want to see the movie. I might have seen it otherwise. King Richard is just about subject matter that I just don't care about in the slightest. Although Will Smith got awarded the best actor after punching Chris Rock in the face, so that's fun. I mean,
let's not get it twisted, Sean. He slapped him.
Oh, he did slap him. He didn't really punch him. He did. It was open fist. Definitely slap. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird to me. Like looking at what the Oscars is doing.
It is.
I mean,
pretentious, self-congratulatory.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use words that are family friendly for this show, and I'm having difficulty. And then they wonder why the awards shows ratings keep tanking.
No,
and nobody watches the Oscars. I'm like, well, nobody watches the movies that get nominated for Oscars.
No,
that's why.
And it's funny, and it's not. And here's the thing: it's not necessarily because these films are worse, more poorly made films.
Mm-hmm.
In many cases, the films that everybody goes to see are incredibly well made. I mean, Dune won a lot of like technical Oscars for the most part. Like Dune won for best score, it won for best sound, it won for best cinematography,
best editing,
and best visual effects. That's a pretty big sweep for Dune.
Yeah,
but even that
gorgeous
Dune was up against No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man No Way Home for best visual effects.
Yeah.
Is there really something worse about the visual effects of No Time to Die or Spider-Man, for example?
No, those were also
they're tremendous effects-driven films, and they're very, very good. My point is simply that like there's the Hollywood establishment is so wildly out of touch with what would be entertaining for audiences most of the time at this point. And it's kind of, I don't know, it gets to a point where I feel like it's almost shocking and sort of unforgivable to some extent, because like, again, a movie like The Lost City, and look, I'm not saying that The Lost City deserves to win a bunch of awards or whatever. Like a lot of people are probably going to find this to be a mediocre movie. They're not going to like it, whatever. Like this is like a lot of comedy. It's going to be very specific to your taste. It's also for me, and I think possibly for Jen as well. I don't want to speak for you, but like some of it just comes from the fact that like I grew up in an era where these kinds of movies happened a lot, and then they haven't for 15 years.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of cool.
There is some of that.
Like we probably grew up around the same time where Matthew McConaughey was known for this kind of thing, for like Fool's Gold or, Sahara, right? And I have a soft spot for all those movies because they're ridiculous, fun adventure movies. They do not take themselves seriously. They do not, like, they're just a fun way to sort of explore interesting, like, geography, basically, with beautiful people doing funny, entertaining things. That's pretty much their purpose. They don't try to preach at you. They don't try to tell you the world is ending. They don't try to, they're not trying to say something about the state of George W. Bush or Donald Trump or whatever. Like, they're not trying to beat you over the head with anything but a good time. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I feel like it's the entertainment that our entertainment industry has been missing.
Exactly.
For a good long while.
The Oscars remind me like how much Hollywood has lost sight of what audiences actually want and what their jobs are. It's art, yes, but it's entertainment. And there's no reason why those two things can't exist in the same place. But sometimes you just want to watch pretty people have an adventure. And there's nothing wrong with that. It shouldn't be like looked down on or shamed.
Yeah.
And yet here we are.